For my Prose one, I'm doing a skit by Brian Regan. He's one of my favorite comedians that me and my dad like, and he's actually very clean and one of my favorites. The skit I'm doing is the emergency room. I'm feeling good. I actually just recently had to go to the emergency room though, and I had some stomach virus thing. Ugh. I almost called an ambulance, but it's really weird to consider calling an ambulance for yourself, you know? You normally call ambulances for other people, right? What are you supposed to say for yourself? Hey, can you come get me? Yeah, I don't feel so good. And when you come in, just knock and I'll be lying on the floor. I was looking at that phone thinking, I don't know how to do this. I really did not know what to do. I mean, it was at night, so instead, I just drove myself to the emergency room. What a nice, relaxing drive. No, after you. Merge! Everybody merge! I'm only imploding. So, I pull up to the entrance of the emergency room, and I see no valet parking. I mean, if that's not the biggest oversight in our solar system, if there's ever a time when you want to go, can you park this? Because I need to collapse immediately. But no, instead, I circle around the parking lot trying to find a spot. Excuse me, do you mind if I park there? I think I'm gonna die. Oh, you're dying too? Oh, okay. Well, you go ahead. I'll just go up a couple levels. Absolutely unbelievable. I don't care if you're driving yourself or someone else to the emergency room. You still want to get out and run with them. Like, what are you supposed to do? Drop somebody off and go park the car? Okay, you go in. Tell them you're shot. Ask them if they validate. Unbelievable. So I finally park, and I go to check in. They ask the most insulting question when you walk into the hospital. What seems to be the problem? What seems? Well, it seems like everything in my insides wants to be on my outside. But I'm no doctor. What a condescending question. So they check me into my luxurious half room. There's a big curtain down the middle with a mystery patient on the other side. And he's moaning over there. I'm thinking, man, they're never going to help me with that guy moaning like that. So I got to out-moan him, Quit moaning! We're all hurting! This whole floor is like a haunted choir! It's got to be absolute hell to work in this kind of environment. So I'm killing time. The nurse finally comes in. How are you doing tonight? I'm on a gurney. Do you have any painkiller or something? This pain is killing me. So she goes, how would you describe your pain? It's killing me. I don't know if you remember that part. Ouch. What are we playing, that pyramid game? Excruciating, horrific, would rather have shards of glass in my eye, but how do I convey this to you? So then she asks, how would you rate your pain? I don't know, 4 stars? 2 enthusiastic thumbs up? Then she says, how would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the worst? Well, you know what's saying, a low number isn't going to help you. Oh, I'm a 2. Maybe the high ones. If you could just get me a baby aspirin and cut it in half, maybe a Flintstone vitamin, and I will be out of your hair. You tend to go to all 3s and 4s and such if anyone's saying such ridiculous numbers. I couldn't bring myself to say 10, though, because I had heard that's the worst pain a human can endure, getting a femur bone cracked in half. Now, I don't know if that's true, but I thought, if they have exclusive rights to a 10, and now I'm thinking, what was I worried about? I mean, there might be a femur ward in the hospital. If those people heard me, and they would have hobbled into my room and said, who the hell had the audacity to say he was at a level 10? You know nothing about 10. Give me a sledgehammer and I'll show you what a 10 is all about, Mr. Tummy Ache. Well, then I thought, no. Childbirth. I better not try to compete with that. And then I'm thinking even harder. You know what must be really hell? Giving childbirth while your femur's cracked in half. So I said, well, I guess I'm an 8. Then she says, okay, I'll be right back. And I'm like, oh, I blew it. I ain't getting nothing with an 8. But boy, did she surprise me. She comes in and she goes, the doctor told me to give you morphine immediately. So then I'm like, morphine? That's the stuff they gave the guy in Saving Private Ryan just before he died. Okay, maybe I'm a 4. Maybe I'm a 0. No, maybe I'm a negative 11. Morphine? Well, they ended up giving me my morphine. And wow! All I know is about 15 minutes later, just for the hell of it, I was just like, excuse me, I'm an 8 again. Guess who's an 8? When they finally checked me out, I'm walking down the hall, and I'm telling these other people, say 8. Hey, don't forget to say 8. Say 8. Say 8. Happy 8 day. Hey, did you get some 8? Did you get any 8? What am I throwing? I can't throw a number. Like Johnny Appleseed. Hey, bud, did you get any 8 over there? See, I don't even understand my own visuals. I'm here throwing numbers around. I'm fine. I think.